The second day of the waiting period and now the second day of competition here. A lot of twos in my discussion because it's round 2 surfing action. Johanne Defay now takes on Chelsea Tuach in this elimination round 2 heat. Here, Pete,
watch this.
Yeah.
Well, 2 surfers up and 2 surfers riding. Now, Johanne kicked right out, and generally the rule of thumb here, even though you have 2 surfers on a wave, it has to have hindrance of scoring potential. You know, generally that was a left-hander, or I'm sorry, that was a right-hander, and Chelsea was deeper in the lineup, so she would have priority, and Johanne kicked right out, and here she is up and riding again, live action.
Here we go with Defay in motion, finding her second wave, and this one's got a meaningful wall, and she'll wrap that up nice and neatly for the judges to think about.
And then what this does is puts Johanne in a beautiful situation here where she's picked up one of the best waves we've seen run through that bank throughout the entire day. You know, 2 big turns and then the finish. This is going to be a good score for Johanne Defay, and this is going to put Chelsea in a tough situation. You know, this one had, look at this, I mean, it had a nice clean wall. She attacks the lip, projects down the line, gets another section where that foam was just crumbling, a nice little coping there, and then the finish move on the inside. So that was exactly what the doctor ordered for Johanne Defay.
Thanks, Kopo. I thought of putting you under pressure and asking you to interpret that, but I won't do that. What I will do is look at our surfer from Barbados. She'll do the quick step off there for a second ride in this heat for her, so she's really you know, having to find a way to step up to it. And this lady here will get going now on a, looks like it's going to be another banking score as Defay will find an inside section. There's a little reform for her. It's got a little line to it. And Johanne Defay will get a nice snap as well, keeps it moving. And this little wave, although it ran at a bit of an oblique angle to the beach, it had a little wall on it, and it is now worth nothing, and she has to start again. So when we use the word combo, it is the abbreviation of combination.
Yeah, and just looking at you know, Johanne Defay, and you know, I watch her read the ocean. It is, you know, you can tell somebody to stare at the ocean, but to be able to read it and feel it and make those conscious decisions as we watch live action.
Here we go. Chelsea Tuach will now want to unlock the combination, so every ride now is going to be an important decision for her. And that one,
I think that she's just got to keep her head down and look at the positives.
all right, here we go. She'll try and unlock a combination. That's a good snap for her. When she goes vertical, she really gets a nice little spark off the top. She's got to surf more vertical.
And that's the kind of surfing that's going to score excellent scores.
All right, so this wave of Defay is right on the end bracket of the heat. Even if it did count, it will not replace one of her scores.